All right, guys. We want to demonstrate in this video how to uh, make initial assignments in transportation problem using the least cost method. We have about three major methods of making initial assignments, which is the least cost method, northwest corner method, and of course Vogel's approximation method. So we want to demonstrate how to use least cost method to make initial assignment. And just like the name, sounds and implied, we what it says is start from the least cost. This is a situation where we want to make our transportation from three plants 1, 2, 3 to three warehouses 1, 2, 3, and the plant's capacities are here stated, and the demand for the warehouse capacities are also here stated, and of course these are the unit costs of transportation. So that satisfies the major conditions that must be available for the transportation algorithm to run. There must be, the capacity of the plants, which is also known as the source, must be established, and the demand capacity, which is also known as the destination, must also be established. So, and the unit cost must be well known. So, all those things are present here. So, using the least cost, the first thing we're going to do is to check for the rim condition, which is to check whether the balance exists between the source capacity and the destination capacity. Because if the rim condition is not met, we will have issues in having a optimal transportation schedule and all that. So the first thing, or we need to, we'll be adjusting and adjusting. So the first thing to check is whether the rim condition is met. So my capacity side is 300, 800, and 900. So I have 900. I have 2, 6, and 9, which is also 900. So now that we have the rim condition to have been met, the next thing will be to start our initial assignment proper. So from all these unit costs, we look at them and identify the smallest value, and we progress from there upwards. So I can see that the smallest value here is 8. So I will go to 8, and of course there are two major guides. There are two major things that will guide initial assignment. One is that the capacity constraint must not be violated, and the demand constraint must not also be violated. That means that there will never be a time where what we have, say here, here, and here, will be more than 500, or what we have here, 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 with more than 200, because this is what the much it can hold. And in plant 1, you can't have anything more than 300. If somewhat we'll have here, here, or here together. So we'll be guided by the capacity, constraint, and the demand constraint. So I have 8 as the least cost here, and this is cell P2W3. P2W3. So I have 500 from the source, and the demand is asking for 300, which means I can take 300 here and satisfy this W3. So I'll give it 300. And when you make initial assignment by convention, you cycle it, because there are other computations that will come, at a point where, we'll be testing for optimality, that we're going to see in our next video. So we'll circle it to differentiate it from other values. Now, this is 8. Is there a 9? No. Is there 10? Yes. I can see 10 here, but we can't bring anything here again because we have met this W3. It has been satisfied. So anything we bring in here will violate this. So is there another 10? Yes. We have 10 here. And I also have 10 here. So there is a tie, and whenever there is a tie, you you are at liberty to choose anything, anyone to import to ship into anyone you want. But um, it is also advised that when you have a tie, you ship into a cell that will contain larger quantity of the goods. But in our case, we have 200 left here. We have taken 300. We have 200 left here. So we can't bring in 200 here. Can also bring in 200 here. So there is a tie both ways. So it means the same thing for us. So let me just bring my 200 to here. And with that, we would have exhausted there 500. So is there another 10? Is another 10, but we can't bring anything here again because we have exhausted the source capacity. Is there 11? No. Any 12? Yes, I can see 12 here. So, and for plants, this cell is said will house 1, plant 3 will house 1, that's this cell. And for plant 3, the capacity is 100. So, and this cell can hold warehouse 1 can hold 200. So we'll just take this 100 and bring it here. It means we've also exhausted this. Okay. Any other 12? No. Is there 13? I can't see 13. How about 14? 15? 16? Yes, I can see 16 here. I can see 16 here. Have we met this condition? No. So we can still bring in something here. So this is asking us, column W2 is asking us for 400. We have just given him 200. Now we have the opportunity to meet his demand, which is to take 200 from here and bring it here, and we'll meet this 400 demand. So from this 300, bring in 200 here. And of course, we'll have 100 left. Okay, any other 16? I can't see any. 17, 18. Yes, there is 18 here. 18 here. But we can't bring anything here. One is that we have exhausted this capacity. And secondly, is that we have met this condition. We have satisfied demand, warehouse demand 2. So there's nothing we can bring in here. Any other 18? No. 19? No. 20? Yes. There is 20 here. There is 20 here. And this is for W1 warehouse 1. And we are owing warehouse 100 because he's demanding for 200. We've already given him 100. We are owing him 100. And of course, in plant 1, we still have 100 unused. We still have 100 that has not been shipped. So we are going to take this 100 and bring it here. So quickly bring 100 here and circle it. Any other thing? I do not see. We have 24 here, which is the last, but we can't even bring anything here because we've exhausted the 300 and we have even satisfied the warehouse demand 3. So that is the end of our assignment. So the next thing will be to check for the degeneracy condition, to check whether it is being met, whether we met the degeneracy condition or our solution is degenerate, which means that it simply means that if your case is degenerate or is a problematic situation where we have lots of adjustments to make in order to attain optimality, which we're going to demonstrate how to resolve such issues in our next videos. So next is to check, which is with a formula called n plus n minus 1 condition. So we have our number of rows 3. M stands for number of rows. We have 1, 2, 3, and n for columns, which is 1, 2, 3 plus 3 minus 1, which is 6 minus 1, which is equal to 5. This simply means that we shouldn't have more than 5 occupied cells. If you have 5, or have more than 5 or less than 5, it simply means that there is a problem somewhere that needs to will be resolved. But with this, in our own situation, now there is no, it is not degenerate, and this is the end of the assignment. So ordinarily, the next would be to compute the total cost, which is just this times this, plus this times this, this times this, this times this, this times this, and you sum them up. But we'll be doing that in our next video, when we'll be testing for optimality to ensure that the schedule that we have given is the best accruable from this. So this is initial assignment using the least cost method. Thank you, and see you in our next video.